Hey, what's up guys, Tony here, and I'm bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch on Radiation, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted an Xbox in the first place. I'm playing with a friend of mine, Monty, and he's a friend that I have in real life. I've known him for 5, going on 6 years now, and so him and another group of friends that I have, real life friends, are on the Xbox system, and that really promoted my wanting to get an Xbox when the PSN was down. And so this is the first time that I've actually got a chance to play with him since getting the Xbox. And I saw him playing combat training, and I was like, hey, do you want to play? And he goes, yeah, sure, or, might as well. I had to tell him I didn't have a mic. So it was, it's really funny because I feel like I'm mute, I'm like sending these long, well, actually, they're not long. They're short messages, but they're taking forever to write. And I just feel like I'm mute, because people are like talking to me. Because there was like in this match at the end of it, he's like, whoa, good match, and I went to the menu, typed out, I play this game a little too much, and he it took about a minute to do that, and he laughs, and he's talking to me. I'm just like, crap, having to text a message back to him basically, and so anyways, yeah, it's just really funny how that stuff works, but what I want to touch on, and I guess it's very appropriate since the Modern Warfare 3 trailer just came out last night, and I didn't get a chance to make a video yesterday because I was at the Padre game. What are my first impressions? To be honest, it's nothing that I haven't already seen on TV, and some of you guys might think that sounds a little weird because the trailer just came out last night, but last week sometime, I think it was probably Thursday, I can't remember what day it was exactly, but I saw some of the parts, like New York, London or England. I saw France and Germany. I saw those sections, just those particular sections of that trailer. So basically, it's just like I saw it. I'm like, oh, well, I've already seen this stuff. So they just threw it together in one long trailer. And so what do I notice from it? It looks like Modern Warfare 3 is picking up where Modern Warfare 2 left off with the whole Russians invading the United States. It looks like kind of like a home front situation where instead of like the Korean Empire or whatever taking over the United States, you got the Russians fighting in England, France, Germany, and the United States. So that's what I kind of think. I'm really hoping they take off right where Modern Warfare 2 left off. Not necessarily like having to follow Soap and Captain Price. I mean, it would be cool because there would be this continuity between the entire storyline. But I think what everyone's mainly concerned about is the multiplayer. Obviously, we didn't see any of that, so I can't really speculate what's going to happen or what's going to happen. And I try not to get into the speculation just because every time people get into speculating, it's the same thing over again. It's like, I want it to be just like Modern Warfare 2 minus XYZ. And we all know that's going to be Commando, Danger Close, One Man Army, Noob Tubes are on the top of that list as well. So there's nothing really new that people are wishing for. The wish list of any first-person shooter that I know off the top of my head are knives as an instant secondary. It's like an instant button kill. If they made a game where a knife was a secondary and you could not like knife kill, like if you had to melee 2 hits to like kill someone like Call of Duty 2, I'd be fine with that. That's okay. But the instant knife thing, I've never been okay with that. So that's always on the top of my list of what I expect of a new game. But like I said, that never comes true. So realistically, I don't have high expectations for Modern Warfare 3. I honestly think, and I think I mentioned this in the podcast that I did, the Gamers United podcast, that Infinity Ward is, or Activision, I should say, is getting to the ball game a little late. Now I know it's, what is it now, May, getting close to the end of May. So we got what, June, July, August, September, October. So we got 6 months. We got 6 months before the release of Modern Warfare 3, and what was it, maybe a month and a half ago, we had Battlefield 3 stuff already put out there. So I don't know, what is the argument? Is the argument that EA did the smart thing by coming out early, or has Activision done the smart thing by coming out second, like waiting for Battlefield 3 to send out their trailer and their 12 minutes worth of gameplay before Modern Warfare 3 is presented to the world, and it's whatever 3 minutes of, you know, cutscenes and no gameplay. I think it's just the whole idea that, well, what's gonna fizzle? Is like Battlefield gonna fizzle because it came out 7 months, you know, 7.5 months before release? Now, I guarantee you both games are gonna ramp up their advertising for sure. I mean, so I mean, I'm not saying like that's it, but the expectations, I don't know. I don't feel that same vibe that I did last year when it came down to Modern Warfare or Black Ops. No, like right now, nobody just seems to like have that same buzz. I don't really hear that talk about Modern Warfare 3 as much as I heard about Black Ops, and I think it was because people were so frustrated with Modern Warfare 2 and all the exploits that they were just like, oh my gosh, this game is so frustrating to play. Here's what I want. And when Black Ops was presented to the world, suddenly it was just like, well, crap. It was a flop. People are calling it one of the worst Call of Duty games, and I really don't see it. And I think the reason why I don't see it that way is because this is the most success that I've had in any Call of Duty game ever. Well, take that back. On Call of Duty 2, on the PC, I had a fair amount of success. I was actually a pretty good player on Call of Duty 2. But as far as console-wise, I'm a much better player on Black Ops than I am on Modern Warfare 2. And I mean, that could go with like solo play versus team play. So I don't know. I don't know where to put myself in the whole grand scheme of things right now when it comes to Modern Warfare 3, you know? So as far as the trailer, it looks interesting. The graphics look really good. It looks to have more depth. It reminds me a lot of like a Crysis. I saw a lot of things. I'm like, this looks just like Crysis as far as like the damaged buildings. Maybe they'll have destructible buildings because that AC-130 scene that we saw, the top of the roof seemed to blow up. So maybe we'll see some of that. I don't know. I hate to speculate so far out in advance. I think because I like to be surprised, you know. But anyways, guys, this game's wrapping up. So I'll talk to you guys in my next video. All right, later.